G'day, good evening, and welcome everyone to tonight's official coverage of Asrnz's 2022 tonight. We're in 2022 GT3 Season 1, and tonight we're in Shakedown. Also, I must welcome once again, we've had him over the last few weeks, JB to the booth tonight. In a more sort of official capacity, I think. JB, welcome tonight, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Davo, and thanks for having me on board here. It's
Mate, always
definitely
welcome.
a different seat to what I'm used to sitting in, but hey, look, it's awesome view from here, so I love it. Thanks. Welcome the viewers.
Yes, welcome everybody that's joining us tonight on Twitch. Feel free to comment. All stuff is put back up onto YouTube later in the week. But for now, just tell us about, how you're feeling, mate. Official capacity as a commentator tonight, co-commentator, for the series, for the rest of this series. How are you feeling? Are you,
Look,
a bit nervous?
How am I feeling? I'll tell you what, the nerves are about the same as when you're sitting here on your first night racing. So,
there you go.
Look, I am nervous, to be honest, but sitting here exposed to all this data, oh my God, it's exciting, and I can't wait to call it with you, Davo.
That's awesome. Look, just all the responsibilities and the fame, JP. Oh God! And we've got a freshly loaded beer fridge here, obviously, mainly for us. But there's, the boys are going to come up and have a bit of a chat. They're dry after a race, so beers are on and they're cold tonight. Where are we tonight? Look, it's a shakedown tonight for Series 1 in the 2022 series, GT3s, first off the bat here at Asrnz. And where are we tonight, mate?
We're at Catalina in Barcelona. Great track in Spain here. It's a track that provides not typically much passing. However, it's very equal in its amount of corners here. Nine corners to the right, 7 to the left, and your biggest opportunity for passing here is definitely the end of this big main straight here into turn 1. So that's the spot to look out for any passes there.
And there's actually a couple of opportunities, but there's got to be mistakes made to get the nose up. But watch that back straight as well, down into the left-hander. But good flowy track, Barcelona, Catalina. What we got, about 4.5 Ks, I think. The boys.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
so it's a long circuit. A minute 45 to get around if you're quick.
which is about 25 seconds off a Formula One car, mind you.
Well, it is. Hey, and interestingly enough, the Formula One cars 1 minute 18s.
Yes,
around here in comparison.
Quick, very quick.
That Red Bull of Max Verstappen setting that time around here. So last year actually. So yeah,
awesome
shows
stuff.
How much quicker those cars are. But look,
great track. Awesome. I think choice for a bit of a shakedown for the boys tonight. Also for ourselves, like we're doing our own shakedown here. It's all going on as well. We probably should mention like the sign-ups we've got.
Isn't there a lot?
I think we've got 25 in tonight out of 32. So there's a few boys missing. Good turnout.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm also looking at the marks of the cars that are being chosen coming into the shakedown. And look, a Ferrari, a BMW, a Lexus, a Porsche, an Audi. What else we got? The Datsun, the Merc, the McLaren, the Aston, the Bentley.
A little bit of everything.
They're all here. So if you thought one brand was going to take it to and be dominant, think again.
Yeah, well, look, to be honest, we still don't have a full grid here tonight. There's a splattering of Porsches and there's splattering of this and splattering of that, and maybe just one of this and one of that, but just wait for next week, round 1, And let's just have a look at that grid next week and see what's going to happen. Look, the boys in driver brief at the moment, like we mentioned, we could probably talk a little bit about, what have we got coming up for this year and last year. Oh my God, what a great year for ASR last year.
They ticked off heaps.
Oh, look.
Loads of content was disposed of. There were BTCCs, GT3s, GT4s,
NASCARs even.
I think there were rally cars even in behind the scenes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It was awesome.
If you're digging deep enough through the dirt, that you'll find the rally car boys right out the back of the servers. But yeah, awesome stuff and heaps to be had for everyone here at Asrnz. And look, more to come for 2022, and that's what we aim to deliver. Obviously, we're just the comms boys. We just talk about the shit that's going on. These guys are really the entertainment, like we just got this stuff going on in front of us. We're just the monkeys with the microphones.
That's right.
So glad, well, maybe not you, JB. I should pull myself up there. Look, multi-championship winner, JB, totally different set of eyes on this this season in the comms box for us tonight. Not taking anything away from old J-Man and Farmer, but right on your numbers and your data, JB, and really excited to be here. So and have a bit of a look at what we do up here.
Yeah, that's right. I've got a book of stats here, which will shake down throughout the season ahead. 10 rounds, plenty to unveil about what some of these other drivers here have been up against in the past, their achievements, and maybe what to expect from them as we race too. So it's great. They get these guys going. They'll head into a quali session now, which is a 6-minute quali. So it's a very short quali. And if you think of it being just under 2 minutes for a lap, what will be happening here is 24, 25 cars on the grid. It's all about finding your space. They won't need to hurry into this outlap. Reason being, it's only a 1-lap qualifying session, so they've got a chance to do an outlap, get themselves up to tyre temp that they need, find some space, and then hit that 1 lap.
One flying lap.
And that's it, and it's all over after that.
It's critical, and it's tough for us, I suppose, up at the comms box here and the camera guys. Like, who do we watch? We probably need to point the cameras at the, probably the guys that were up the pointy end a little bit at the beginning of, or at the end, should I say, of practice. But let's just have a bit of a look through the field. Brad Robinson out in the Mckellar. Jake still in the Mike King out in a Mckellar. Gleno in the Daewoo. Steve Melling out in a Toyota with the clearly what are they? The Castrol sponsored rim.
Yeah, wow.
Bobby Laycock in a McLaren. Aaron in a BMW. Craig Stonley in a BMW. Hang on, is it?
No, yes, that's right.
Craig Stonley in the Merc. Mule.
And the Catfish, yes.
Yes. Mule in the Lexus. Maxwell, just quickly as we run through these in the BMW. Brennan Rolfe in an Aston. Nick Davison. So many guys here. Is that another Aston?
Isn't it?
My button's not working.
We've got
we've lost him. Nick Davison in a
he's in the McLaren.
Wilton in a BMW.
Powell was in the Bentley.
Crossy in the bright pink. Oh my God, my eyes are hurting. Out. Troy Wilson in a Porsche. No. Warren in a Bentley. Nick Davison in a McLaren. Vediger in a Ferrari. Ashley Vediger in a Gunther Rowe in an Audi as well. I see. Mudgee in a Beamer. Damien Jones in as well. In Bentley. We have a few extra guys in here. Kenny Simpson's in there. Pete Apsey's in now. We've got to get up the pointy end. Who's first on the track at the moment? You think they're...
Well, I can tell you who's first. It's Brad Robertson. Like, he might call himself a bit of Brad Luck. He's
well, that remains to be seen.
Himself, but hey, look, he's the first guy out on his hot lap. So good on you, Brad. Get in there. Don't get any cuts and set that lap time, and you're going to be the first to set the benchmark for the rest of the field to chase down.
Yeah. So first car out on the grid. We could probably have a quick look. How's Gleno going in the old Dado? Chasing up one of the McLarens. These guys only get one shot at this. Steve Melling.
I can't help but think as well that with like what you just said, they only get one shot at this. There are track limits here. They overstep these track limits, like we just see there. A car spinning in front of Blinn. You might have just missed that, but
no, might have just missed that. And we don't have time for these replays because this stuff moves so quickly. I just noticed Wilton Farmer just coming out late. I think a few of the faster guys we often see come out a little bit late to see what's panning out in front of them and then come out. Brad Robertson must be just about clearing the line now. Comes across
146.2.
Brad Robertson down already. McIndoe above Steve Melling.
McIndoe to the top. Yes, that's right. 145.8.
Gleno coming around the final corner.
Look, I think his time could be compromised from the spinning car in front of him.
Yep. So
which he did have to avoid. So that's hurt him. You can see that in the respective time there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Who do we look at now? Aztec still coming down the back straight, coming into that heavy braking area. Who's next on track there? Can we see? As the boys continue to come across the line.
Yes, so many cars on track here. They're all just firing their lap times in as we see one by one. Gunter Rowe to the top now in the 46 and the Audi, number 46, the Audi, 145.1. That's an outstanding time for a one-lap qualifying.
Yep.
I've seen the quickest time in practice was the 145.1 set by Josh. So
yes, and I noticed that
one lap pace off the bat is amazing.
I noticed Crossland into the pits and not actually giving a lap time. Wilton just running across the line now for his flyer. Crossland came into the pits, so he hasn't recorded a lap.
He could have exploited a track limit there and just given it away and used that opportunity, as you do, to just complete your lap and maybe practice a pit stop. There will be a compulsory pit stop in this race. They won't change tyres, but they will splash for a 1 lap of fuel, which is a minimum fuel drop. So great opportunity to take advantage of that there by Crosby.
There you go. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so just talking about format there, JB, we've got a 2-race event tonight, both races with qualifying and a compulsory pit stop. So back to the usual ACC sprint round format for us tonight. The final few cars, there's only a splattering of cars still out on track. Powell out in there.
Maxwell Hawkins out there.
Powell coming across the line in the Bentley, a newcomer to ASR. Puts Bentley over in 16th, nicely done.
Well done, Warren, and absolutely, we've got a shout out to there's a lot of new guys here that have joined up here at Asrnz, yes. And they'll be nervous, I'll tell you that. A big field.
You would expect so.
Straight into it, albeit it's a shakedown where it's not so serious. I'll tell you what, these guys will take it seriously.
Always. Wilton now actually flicking through the last corner here for his final lap. Oh, actually puts that BMW in third place. Josh Vediger just coming out of the chicane.
What is Josh going to do?
Oh, mate.
The Ferrari.
This is a contender.
Absolutely a contender.
And bam! Puts it on the top.
Front row there.
Front
Amazing
row.
time. Look at that. We haven't seen people in the 44s yet. And not only is in the 44, it is a 144.597.
Yeah.
He has just obliterated the field
The
by
only
nearly 6/10.
and the only Ferrari in the field too, mind you. So,
Yeah.
I just wonder whether a few boys might change that up next week. But anyway, look at that, guys. Let's just quickly scroll through those. JB, can we?
Okay, P1, fastest time we've seen. Josh Vedek in the Ferrari, amazing time. Gunter Rowe, P2. Jake Mckellar, P3. Steve Wilton, P4. Nick Mckellar, P5. Mark Mudgway in the Bentley, great time, 1:45.8, latecomer there. Aztec, always there, 7th and 8th of Melling. Brad Robinson, what a showing for Brad.
Brad.
Drop inside the top 10.
Yep.
Amazing
Nice
performance
work.
there.
Nice work from Brad.
And Jarks in the Bentley too. So, what? Yeah, that's an
Not a bad
outstanding effort from those guys to get into that top 10 in that one lap shootout, because that's high pressure stuff. I know it is. And yeah, just outside that, Max Crosby, Stoners, Pete Apsey, Nick Davidson, Kenny, Troy Wilson, Glynn, evasive action there for his lap, putting him back into 16th. Neil, Mike King, Bobby Laycock. What a NASCAR name that is.
Bob.
Yeah, welcome, Bobby. You're a new fella here. Warren
Powell.
Aaron Enright. Would have expected a bit more from him. B-Dog back in 22. Steve Crosland clearly didn't complete his lap 2. And Nick Davidson. So actually we can see Enright, Brendan and Crosby and Nick actually not completing their laps.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And so there you go, 25 on track. I think the boys are just getting gridded up. Let's have a look.
What I am noticing is from 4th to 6th, there's 3 BMWs there. So those guys, no slouches in the seat there. Farmer, Steve Wilton, Nick Mckellar, and Mudgee. So actually good performance here from Farmer, the ex-wingman up here, normally talking it up, as he says. Up your game, I think it comes to mind, and I think he's upped his game.
And look, he's walking the walk by the looks of it. So, so yeah, good on Farmer. But yeah, just talking about BMW and like its pace, like we saw, like earlier this week and late last week on the lead up to the Shakedown here tonight, that the Toyotas were very quick. And the Beamers, were just that little step behind. But here we are tonight, and the Beamers very quick. So very nice to see. Let's just, look at that. Look at that top 5. I mean, there is 2 Beamers, but a Lexus, an Audi, and a Ferrari sitting on the top of the grid there. First Lexus is the Melling taxi, so nice work. We've got about 15 seconds to go. We're just a bit of a countdown here, people. Thanks everybody for joining us. Let's thank again ABC Tech for all our servers here at Asrnz, Zero Vision, SJS, Superior Joint Sealing, for their continued support for all the series. And thank you everybody that's joining us here tonight. And thank you ASR, putting all this stuff on. The boys I think they're starting a movie.
Thank you to the viewers that have tuned into this live stream here on Twitch as well. That's right, share it around. As you say, click the button, subscribe. If there's a chat box there, if you want to engage in what you're seeing, just type in there and we can cheer for your favourite driver or whatever.
We're all fanboys. We're all fanboys for someone.
Right.
So let us know who you're cheering for and what your thoughts are. And thanks for joining us. Like JB said, the boys are just starting to move off. They'll do a full formation lap, I suspect.
Yep.
As a little bit of tyre warming goes on. Does that really make a difference? JB, you can tell us. You've been there. You were there not that long ago.
Look, the tyre warming, you do need to get those tyres up to a certain temperature. And what I typically found was the best way without graining your tyre too much, as they're a fresh tyre, is to actually carry a lot of brake. So you'll see some of these more experienced guys, rather than weaving so much, will just be accelerating and braking, or even just carrying the brake pedal and holding that brake pedal on.
So it's almost like the brake temperature starts to run through the disc.
It does,
and into the tyre.
That's right. And also, once you get going too, you get into a big stop, especially at the end of turn this main straight here, you're going to want your brakes at full temp here. This is a great time for everyone to, they'll start thinking about, did I pick the right tyres?
And the right presses, no doubt.
Yeah, that's right. There's 10 sets of tyres. Did I load my setup? Have I got enough fuel?
Yes.
All these little things, times where you'll be going, no, I forgot to do this, or yes, I nailed it. I've got it feels good, and there'll be butterflies, and
and look, and that's a good thing, isn't it? You should be a little bit nervous out there when the stakes are high. Look, 25 cars tonight so far. I think there's actually a little bit less. I think we've had one of the boys change cars or drop out there. But anyway, the guys are starting to form up, I suppose is the word, where they start to get a little side by side, 2 by 2.
So what happens in this situation, they've got to slow their speed down to a controlled speed and line up. The game will give them a side to be in, and there's to be no overlapping of the car in front, so you must be close, to them as close as you can, but no overlap. And they'll have to hold a controlled speed right down until it releases them. So look, turn it up. This is going to be an exciting shakedown, the first race here.
Yeah, look, watch this. We're on Helicam. We're back on Farmer's car here. This is Shakedown 2022 for the first GT3 season. It's green light. JB, let's go racing, my friend. Down to turn 1.
Josh. Power of that Audi already rolling up.
Oh, look, and the Beamers side by side. An awesome start. Very tidy first series of corners there, all the way back through the field actually. Looking very nice.
Just dropping back through the field, and I see the whole field have come through turn 1,
very nicely,
2 and 3 unscathed. There's nobody been turned around there, so that's a great start. Kudos to all of those drivers.
Yes, as we let our data just catch up a little bit, and our broadcasting software just has got to catch up. It just goes mental at the beginning of the race. We have Ashley Vediger showing on my screen in front.
Well, I can tell you, Ashley's not in front. Gunter Rowe is in front. He made a nice pass around the outside of Josh at turn 1. Just a bit better off the start there than I thought, Gunter. And Josh didn't had nothing to contest with there.
So there you go. That just shows you how whack the software gets on startup. Mine was showing Ashley in first. Clearly not. Gunter got that Audi out in front, and here they go down into this first lap, down into this little dodgy little chicane. Gunter, Josh Vediger.
Oh, and just notice, Gunter straight in for a compulsory pit stop.
Absolutely. So,
and actually, just noticing, driver, he's got a drive-through. He is serving an early drive-through, and also Josh, we will see going for a drive-through too. He's got the drive-through tag next to his name.
Okay, so they've jumped the start.
The two guys on pole have got a false start, so I don't know what's happened there, but for whatever reason, those two guys will have to serve drive-through. Clear that.
Look, surely it's the jump on the start. Gunter straight into the pits. It didn't look like he did anything wrong throughout the lap. We're just looking out of the back of McIndoe's car at Aztec at the moment, but very tidy stuff throughout the beginning of the lap. So I find it I'm sure it must have been a jump start situation, JB.
You would hope so, that it was not a game error or anything there. But look, this is what shakedowns are all about. To find out these small little intricacies of bugs that show their head. And I'm just noticing, just picked up on Aztec there, actually, just rounding up Mckellar in the Porsche there, in that back straight. I'm leaving Mckellar a little bit vulnerable to the Bentley of Jarks behind him. But
and Jark's doing well, actually. We'll just get out of the back of those car there and just have a look at the front of Jark's Bentley, the purple Bentley. So Jark's a little bit late into the server tonight, but has definitely not lost anything from it. Straight up the speed in the 6th position, and doing well.
And actually, Jark's had through the practice sessions over the leading up to the shakedown showed great pace in this Bentley. So he's been around for a long time.
Oh, for sure.
Local Australian there in Toowoomba. He's been around since 2016 and had a couple of titles to his name. Runner-ups in GT3 series. So he knows what he's doing, this guy.
He definitely does. Doesn't always make, unfortunately, all the races, and it probably is down for like series-wise these days. Busy lives. Vediga has a drive-through still, has the fastest lap up his belt still.
145.1 from Josh, so good 6/10 off the pace from his quali time, so it shows that the cars haven't broken into that 1 lap pace that they had in quali, but they are carrying more fuel, remember, so that's also gonna hinder a bit of that lap speed and also the pressure of those cold tyres too.
For sure. We also see a couple of boys down the Davison and Brennan Rolfe very close. Also, Maxwell Hawkins and Kenny, I think it is, in the Nissan, very close as well. Let's just get out of the back of Max's car. Kenny, very polite driver, but very quick when he's got that Datsun wound up. Nice from those boys.
And we've seen a mistake there from what looks like.
Who is that?
Farmer. What's happened to Farmer? He seems to have just stopped on the exit of the final turn for whatever reason.
And a quick 30-second on that.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. So he's had a little bit of a faux pas with
Jake Mckellar by the looks of the Lexus.
Oh, and then again.
A couple of nose to tails there. And it's just
that was messy.
Unfortunate there.
That got messy. That's very unfortunate, actually. I shouldn't laugh, but just Farmer trying to do the right thing there, readdressing, and just getting a bit of a tap up the back from the Merc there. No fault of the Merc, really. But, it escalated quickly, let's say. Mudgy,
it did.
Mudgy, we'll get up and have a look at Mudgy's car. He is out in front I think he's in one of the Lexus.
No, he will be in the Bentley, in the Beamer, actually, sporting the traditional colours there with the white, blue and red. So
very nice M colours.
Looking pretty tidy, that car, actually, the number 21 of Mark Mudgway, but we have Aztec breathing down the back and
breathing flames down the back of that. No wonder the back of that Beamer's so black. But look at that, he's close. Let's get out of the back of Mudgy's car there. That Porsche's close, JB. He's like, when you get that close, it gets a little bit tricky, doesn't it too?
It does.
You get a bit blind, don't you?
You do by certain cars, and each manufacturer has that different little quirk there, and we know that Aztec will be looking for a toe down here, and under the rules, we can't weave or too much down to break toe. So
no,
you can move once and then hold your line. So
which is standard. Sort of
and
standard rules,
that allows the different marks to take advantage of, you know,
Yes.
their power in different areas, but also if they legitimately got a run too, they can create that passing opportunity too. So it's going to be great to see those strengths and weaknesses, especially for that Porsche and this
For
BMW.
sure. We'll just look back one battle back to the Damien Jones, Nick McIndoe. Look at Jones there, up the inside.
Wow.
Nick looked like he might have just handed it to him a little, but still, that Bentley's big. To get that thing down the inside there. Nice work from Damien.
Really
back.
in tune with that car.
Absolutely. Gunter Rowe, this little battle here, if you just want to have a look at your timing there. JB, the Gunter Rowe, Brendan Rolfe, Ashley Vedica battle, it is on. Very tight.
And we've got to remember this Audi of Gunter was on the front row.
It was, and actually led the first lap, mind you. And here we are, back at 15.
Is going to slice through the pack based on what we're going. And oh no, I've just seen something come up on the timing screens here. Steve Milling in 18th in the 713 numbered car is, for whatever reason, got a stop go on 30 seconds. So
there you go. So it's all happening here. People will go back to this little battle here with Brendan.
What I'm thinking is he may have pitted because it's shown that he has made his pit, but there might have been an unsafe release there, or speeding in pit lane.
Absolutely.
Davo, there is so much to look at here. Where do you look?
There are, look everywhere. You've got to look everywhere. You've got, there's 4 sets, there's 2 sets of eyes, but 4 trees. You look over there, I'll look over there. Like a hillbilly, you just look everywhere. Okay.
Well, what I can tell you, at the lead, up the front, it's still on. The pressure from that Porsche of Aztec is definitely as close as can be on the back of the race leader, Mark Mudray, at this point. Still with their stops to take.
Yes, as we camera guys still focused on this Ashley Vedica, Gunter Rowe, Brendan Rolfe battle that ensues. These three are so close. You can throw a blanket over these boys. We will get up in front. Just get Aztec's car now. Oh, as we just see, maybe that was a little bit of contact there between Aztec and Mudgee. Just leading into that last sector of corners there. We'll just let them finish this final stuff. We'll go back for a 30-second on that. Just
and look
very
at it,
quickly.
They are still on it.
So we'll look at the replay. Just keep an update on what's going on screen there, JB. But yeah, the boys side by side. The Beamer gives a bit of a touch. The Porsche gives a bit of a touch.
And who's going to buy into this? Damien Jones.
Absolutely, that purple Bentley.
People eater.
Yeah, the purple people eater. And look, geez, didn't he gain? He gained with that little bit of a to and fro. We'll get out of the front of Damien's car right now and just have a look what lays in front of him. It's Aztec, Mudgee. This is 1, 2, 3. Damien third position.
This is, and these cars still haven't stopped. The time is counting down. There is a pit window.
They got
13 minutes to think about when they're going to stop out of this out of this race. Where will they come back in? So effectively, they are the race leaders at the moment. Mark Mudgee, Aztec, and Damien Jones. Really impressed by Brad Robinson in the McLaren there.
Holding his own.
Showing in the top 5.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of gap between those few guys back through the field there. So probably not highlighted so much at this point in time, because this is where the fight is. These 3 guys, first, second, third. We had a bit of a battle going on back in the background there with Ashley Vedica, and oh, here we go. Aztec into the pits.
Yep, he spent too much time behind the back of the BMW of Mark Mudgway, and that's a sensible piece of racecraft there to get yourself out. You know, he's had enough.
Because he would have been losing time, wouldn't he, John, there?
Yeah, that's right. And something new here that's been implemented here at Asrnz is what they're having to do is it's an enforced pit limiter.
A manual pit limiter, and look, I race RF2. We are used to this stuff. I can't believe you guys are just coming on board now. But yeah, awesome stuff. Really good to see it. These guys will
trip up some of these guys.
You would think so, but look, the disciplined guys. The disciplined guys would have practiced this. You know it.
Yes, they would have, Davo.
So Aztec out in 6th position. Let's just have a look at Aaron Enright. I think it is all over. Is it Nick Davison behind him? Down the inside, both in BMW. Davison passed. Is that Davison? It's not Davison, actually. My data's still a little bit whacked there. What's going on? I still don't know who that was. It was Aaron Enright and someone. Oh, that actually looks like Wilton's car.
Yeah, it was the blue car of Steve Wilton there.
There you
go. Effectively at the moment,
and I just noticed. Sorry to interrupt. I just noticed Crossland looks like he's lining up Aaron for a pass as well.
Yep, and these Saudis were carrying great pace.
Yep.
Remembering Crosby never got his lap together actually.
No,
so he's carved his way well and truly back through the field.
He has.
Certainly just lining up Aaron there.
Yeah, nice deep brakes from Crossy. Oh, look, consummate performer. Crossy, this guy knows his stuff. When he's got his car set up, mate, he's hard to beat.
So the first of the stoppers was Aztec, and look, I've flicked up to the front to see Mudgee going to the pits for his first stop out of the lead of the race, and instantly with the stop go of 30 seconds. So Mark Mudgee, unfortunately, now has put himself in a situation for breaching a speed limit, I would imagine, and will have to take himself out of that position. So this is a brutal sport, but
yes.
Look, 25 of these guys have all got to do exactly the same thing.
Absolutely,
and,
absolutely.
This is only race 1. Plenty of time to reset and go again.
Mudgee hasn't come in yet. Still got to go a couple of close gaps throughout the field, but most of it's spread a little. Remembering, this is a shakedown, so these guys still, you know, like pretty well come to grips with the cars, setups, tyre presses and whatnot.
I'm just noticing a big mover and shaker through the field here is Craig Stoneley, actually, in the AMG Mercedes. He's nicely positioned himself in this race.
Who's that behind him, actually? That's Gleno behind him, so...
Yep. J-Man's plugging away.
Top 10. Glenn rounding at the top 10.
What I'm sure if my data is correct, these two guys, I've got the race leader, potentially Aztec, and then Mark Mudgee, and then Craig Stoneley. At present, these guys have all served.
Mckellar hasn't pitted yet, has he?
Mckellar has not pitted yet, no.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, so... Okay. So we want to keep an eye on Mckellar. Just quietly, just see when he comes into the pits. Who do you think he's going to come out in front of? Aztec? Is it that close? Is it that?
Ooh, no,
is that the gap? No.
No. I think the real battle is between Aztec
Yeah.
Damien Jones and Craig Stoneley, with Glyn probably looking for a 4th position there.
Okay.
It's what my data's giving me.
Okay, so Aztec just a little bit off track there, but so who do we watch coming to the pitch next that was worth a look here? Nick Backender still hasn't pitted. Is that what you're saying? No. So
No, Nick hasn't pitted.
Oh, so
Brad
Nick,
hasn't pitted.
Pete hasn't pitted.
Pete hasn't pitted. Josh hasn't pitted. And Gunter hasn't pitted. However, Josh and Gunter have both served a no.
Okay, so
we've just seen an accident up the front there, which is terrible for the two people. Who was that? Craig Stoneley and Glyn.
Was it? Okay, let's just try and get a 30 on that.
Bit of contact between there, looking like there's a bit of manoeuvre there for a crisscross, with a diminishing returns there, but these guys unfortunately have tripped over each other, and they'll carry on. Now, after all that unfolded, I'm sure that we've got Aztec as our race leader, followed by Damien Jones in the Bentley and Brad Robertson in the McLaren. Those are the top 3 that have successfully completed their pit stops. We have the pit window with 5 minutes remaining, 10 minutes of the race to go. Wow, there's a lot going on, Davo. BMW of Nick Mckellar, he's still showing in P1 at the moment, but has not yet stopped, so he's making hay while the sun shines. The back here of Pete Ashby, lapping around in the 1 minute 46.2s. That number 17 of Ashley Vediger.
Sorry, I just had a just to get that back sorted. Sorry guys.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I can't hear you, Davo. A little bit of a technical issue from my end or Davo's end. However,
channel switched.
The race does go on.
Go on. The race does go on, my friend. Can you hear me now?
Disconnected. Connected.
Sort of a technical issue there. Davo is back in the box, just walked in, taking a sabbatical, was it?
Yeah, oh look, just bit of a technical issue with the microphone, little buggy stuff, but let's try and move on from that.
Okay, we have Mckellar coming into the lane here, was the effective leader of the race.
Yes.
Like you said earlier, where is he going to pop out? Currently best lap of 1:45.5. So
and that is Aztec that just flicked past him there, I think.
Yep.
On the exit of the pits. Let's just have a quick 30-second look at that as well. So yeah, Nick out of the. Let's look out of the back of Nick's car just quickly here. We see the Porsche of Aztec, and there he goes.
Yes, whizzes by.
Whizzes by. Now he's showing in second position. Gunther still needs to pit. So.
But look, hey, I'll tell you what, although Nick has just completed his pit stop, he's actually come out right behind the race leader of Aztec. So I'm not sure if you followed the right car there, Davo, but what I'm seeing is Mckellar has made really good time being out for such a long time.
Yeah.
And making advantage of all that clear air.
Awesome.
And kept his heels clean, and look, this is for the lead between these two.
It is. So yeah, nice work from Nick. Aztec now in front. Gunther's still got to pit, so he will move. And I think that's Gunther in the pit lane now, actually.
Yep, it is.
So yeah, good gains from Nick McIndoe. I did expect actually Aztec to be in front actually as these boys equalised in their pits. One of the first cars into the pit stops. Nice work, but he's getting plenty of pressure from Nick McIndoe.
And look, I think that Beamer is looking super strong.
He's looking very strong actually.
And what's going to happen here is, I think that the heat will come on from young Aztec here, and he'll be looking. Will he be looking in his mirrors, Davo?
Oh yeah, he looks in his mirrors, I think. There's plenty going on. And look, seriously, this is getting right down to the pointy end of the race. It's only a little over 5 minutes to go as they race on. Oh, look, JB, this could go anywhere. This could go anywhere.
Again, the field is well and truly spread out across the track now. Look, they were potentially becoming these leaders. Will be catching the back of Steve Milling, is it? 713. Yes, so Steve-O's had a shocker for whatever reason. He'll probably still stay on the lead lap, I would imagine.
Just picking up actually on Josh Reddick, Steve Crossland, two really top-end drivers here, running in, I think, 6th and 7th at the moment, side by side, down into that final complex. Corners, Crossy across the chicane, lets Joshua run past in the Ferrari.
And look, I've just looked at Josh's lap time, a 1:44.8, so the fastest car on the track at the moment. No surprise, our pole setter, 140, the only driver in the 1:44.8. So
yeah, absolutely.
He's carving through, and remember, he's had to stop twice, and he's back. And he's in 6th. Yeah, that's right. So that's an amazing drive back through, but
so Maxwell
we know
Hawkins,
that from Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Maxwell Hawkins just ranging up on the back of the Lexi, driven by Carlo through the first complex of corners. Another little tight race that's been toing and throwing throughout the race. Brendan Rolfe also, and Kenny Simpson. Kenny puts the Dado out there for a big look into a pass into one. JB.
Oh! No, it's resulted in a little bit of a touch-up, but they haven't actually spun around, which is great news there. And they've carried on. But
we need to have another look at that. Let's look at that. We'll just look at that. Kenny's dancing here, gets well down the inside.
Great run, Kenny there. Positions his car nicely up the side, Brendan. And then, not sure.
Just a little bit of contact there, and the boys, like you said, JB, kept the cars pointing in the right direction. if nothing else. So, yeah, nice stuff from both of those guys. Geez, it's winding down. A little over 2 minutes to go. We're going to have to get back up the pointy end of the field here and have a look at Aztec. Aztec, he's stretched his lead on McIndoe.
He has. He's opened the gap there. You know, he's put his head down. I may have missed any small little errors there that could have crept in from Nick, but these guys will be starting to feel the fatigue of their first race.
For sure.
It's hot here too. Is it hot over there in Brisbane?
Oh, yes.
Sticky hot here.
Yeah, very humid in Brisbane as usual at this time of year. No showers this week, so no relief from it, but I'm sure in Catalina it would be well hot as well. With what do we got?
18 degrees.
Oh,
so
Jesus,
it's a sunny day there.
Beautiful over there. We should be there.
It's a lot cooler. However, the track temperature is 26 degrees, so track's gone optimum as you'd expect after all these cars have been ripping around.
For sure. Let's just duck back to Wilton, just getting a bit of a flame.
Hurry up from Josh. Look at I'm seeing 1:10 to go. This is not who you want to see behind you.
Definitely not. Definitely not. No, because he can make shit happen in 1:10.
And look, as they're entering the final complex here, it's a terrible section. Why did they put the chicane in the back?
It is awful.
Track,
but here we go. Look at this. Gosh, trying to poke the nose of the Ferrari. That inside edge, just to get that thing into the braking area down the end of this straight. How's the grunt? How's the grunt of the Beamer?
It's still holding its own here. The Ferrari is grabbing in the toe. He ducked out to have a look and show what he's got, but Farmer just keeping his eyes forward, hitting those apexes. This is going to go right down to it within these two.
Absolutely. Got to pop back up the front, quickly run through it. Aztec, first position. Look, this is the final lap of the race. Nick McIndoe, or is it a +1? I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. Nick McIndoe in one of the chameleon, white and green BMW.
This is the last lap.
And Davey Jones, third position. Beautiful car. Great position. Well done, Damien. Brad Jones.
Great drive.
Yes. Great drive from Brad Robinson too, I think.
Outstanding. He will be chuffed with this. He has earned this position.
Yeah, definitely.
It might not be a podium, but I'll tell you what, it'll feel like a podium for Brad.
Oh, for sure. And you've definitely been singing his praises throughout the race. Steve Wilton, 5th. Joshie right behind him. Back to Aztec and Nick McIndoe as they run down to the final corner and across the line.
Well done.
Well done, Aztec. Oh, God. First race in the V-Dub, and he wins it. Nick McIndoe in second.
By 4/10.
Oh, nice work. Brad Jones in the Mckellar. Steve Wilton, what's this?
They right to the end.
Steve and Josh Rediger in 6th.
Job done.
Cross E7. Aaron Enright in 8th. Jake Snake Mckellar 9th. Plano in 10th. What do we got after that there, JB?
Craig Stoneley coming home in 11th there across the line. Maxwell Hawkins as well, solid inside the 12th position there. Gunter Rowe carving his way back after an unfortunate drive through at the start. Nick Davidson.
Mule.
Mule has finished in 14th. Ashley Vidica bringing in the Porsche home. Mike King finishing his first race. Well done, Mike. Yeah, Asrnz. Pete, take a breath. Your mate Ashley got you. Kenny, bring it home in 14th in the Datto. Mudgeway, unfortunately, right as the leader of that race at one point. Unfortunate drive through.
Bobby Laycock.
Bobby Laycock, look at that. Well done. The NASCAR driver. Steve Milling, he's coming through the final complex with his newly supported Castrol sponsored rims. Troy Wilson's waved the flag as he's in 22nd. Brendan Rolfe,
Warren
Powell, Nick Davidson, and Jeff Burst making a late entry into the server here. So, well done. Look at that, Davo. Shakedown, race 1.
Unbelievable. Okay, we need to get some boys down here. Who are we going to get first? Damien Jones, 3rd position. Let's get him down to the hot box.
I've got to find this. The list is long.
Damien Jones.
There he is. We'll just drag this guy down here.
User was moved to your channel.
Welcome to the comms box, Damien. 3rd place in the Bentley. Talk us through your race.
G'day guys, welcome back everybody. It was going great, but yet again I screwed the pit stop up, so I practiced during the race, so lesson learnt again. No, just in the race itself, so.
And when you said you screwed up, what happened there? Was it
I pulled up too short.
Pulled up too short,
yeah.
Okay. But nevertheless, mate, you popped out in 3rd.
Yeah, that was good fun. I was trying, definitely worked up a sweat, so good fun. Cheers, man. Yeah, I definitely had my shoulders and my elbows out and got past Steve-O there pretty forcefully, but I think he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, unlucky for some of the guys in front with some drive-throughs, but hey, look, it's shaping up to be an entertaining race too, so good luck, Damien. We've got to rip through these guys. I know
thanks, guys.
It's a short break, so we'll get you back, and good luck for the next one.
Yeah, thanks guys, see us.
User was moved out of your channel.
Nick McIndoe, he made a great, he had a great long run, running long for a long time. Where did he pop out? Right behind Aztec. Great drive, Nick. Plenty of pressure there on Aztec at the end.
Yeah, car.
Awesome.
Once again, people fell off in front, so but hey, you got to be there to fucking clean up the mess, eh?
Absolutely. Got to be on track, don't you? So, nice, consistent driving.
But if cleaning up the mess is finishing in P2 behind the leader at the end, then you did an excellent job.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Oh, I was just listening to Josh and Gunter there. They, I think they got pinged at the start, did they? I didn't really know what happened.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the two pole setters looked like they two pole setters, the front row. Jumped early maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mitch, I don't know what happened to him.
Farmer,
Jake, everyone just fallen off in front. So.
Well, hey, you got it right.
Yes, absolutely.
Stayed on the black stuff, eh?
Yeah, no, good stuff.
Congratulations on your P2, Nick. It's a short break between these two, so I'll get you back. Good luck for the next one.
Yeah, copy. Might be in a different car.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Look at this.
we want to see this. Okay.
Well, good luck with that after getting a P2.
Too true. Well done, Nick. See you soon.
Sweet. Tap.
Okay, one more. Apologise if there's any audio issues. Just quietly, guys. I think my mic's been dropping out, in and out a little bit. But yes, look, the final.
You did come
and
back.
the top of the list.
Just in time.
Aztec in the VW. My God, I'm nearly lost for words. Nearly.
Me too.
Nice work, man.
Congratulations, Aztec. Great drive.
It's hard. It's a bloody hard car.
It's a chore, isn't it?
It is. You're working. You're just constantly concentrating and working. It's exciting.
How did the car feel? Did you feel any
solid in the beginning, and after the stop, a little bit sketchy, a little bit light on fuel, and I seemed to start getting a bit sketchy in the back.
Yep.
And you go in and braking into the corners started getting a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
hard car, I have to say.
Never
Well-
never back right off. This is the key. Never back right off, and always carry a little bit of brake.
Yeah.
Well, you won the first race of 2022 in the GT3
You have.
Shakedown. So
Yeah,
it's a
take
great,
the
great,
screenshot now. 'cause
Yes.
it's happening again.
yeah.
Absolutely, we will be. Awesome work, Aztec. Look, we want to talk to you next race. We know
Yeah.
we haven't got much time, so we're going to let you go.
Yep, no worries.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.
User was moved out of your channel.
Wow.
That's fantastic. We have only got a very short break. That's why we've sort of pushed things through a little bit in this intermission, JB. But how was that race? Look, we just quickly, mad. How you doing?
Yes, well, what do we take from that? I think it's going to be a very different second race.
Yes.
We know that the one lap quali brought a few people short there.
Yes.
Crosby showing great pace, coming back through, so I expect him to make an improvement in the qualifying position there and be up there. The front two guys, Josh and Gunter Rowe, I wouldn't expect they're going to make the same mistake off the front row, getting a drive through and having deserved that.
Yep.
And then great pace from actually, who was it? Jake and Farmer. Unfortunately, tangling there on the final corner,
yeah,
which
crazy.
took them out of position. But look,
Yep.
hey, they all made a good comeback, and also Mark Mudway, he was right up there too. Again, getting caught out speeding a pit lane. So, look,
Yes.
what we
yes.
learned
And
from this race,
Yep.
the pit stops spice things up.
Oh,
don't they?
we always knew that, but with the manual pit limiter now, it's spiced it up even more. So, awesome stuff, JB. Let's have a quick break. This is intermission. We will be back in a moment. Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back, everybody, again to the Shakedown for the first race, for the first season for 2022 Asrnz GT3 Series. Again, I'll welcome back JB, who's going to join me all season.
Welcome. Pleasure to be here.
In the comms box. So yeah, welcome again, JB. The boys are just rolling out in qualifying. What a cracking first race, man.
Well, look, wasn't it? I think a lot of lessons will be learned after that one, for sure. I think where some guys made mistakes, they were hoped to not make them again.
i.e. pit limited entries and whatnot?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and even as we heard from Jarks, little small gremlins even that's tripping them up, just stopping short of their pit bay. So they've got a box that they need to stop in to get picked up. If you just outside that box, it can take about a second to actually get the car trolleyed back into position so the mechanics can get the fuel nozzle in.
It's not ideal, is it?
No, but when it happens, you'll be, come on. What's going on? And it's valuable seconds.
Yeah, you just want to get out of the car and do it yourself.
Those that got it right, like Mckellar, and although people fell off in front of him, he was there to pick up the pieces. So
he was,
and that's racing. And I'd expect some similar things to happen again in this race. But
we love the pit stops, don't we?
We do. It does spice things up, doesn't it, Davo? It does. And look, I think I'm going to call it now. We're going to have a completely different three in the comms box at the end of this. I don't think we're going to see the same three up the front.
I tend to agree. Look, we might get one of them, but I think this is going to change up a little bit. Just focusing just quickly on the last race winner. Actually, we just got the cameras on Aztec as he comes around, I think, for his flying lap now. Let's have a look. Who else has come in already? Brad Robinson. Is that Brad Robinson? Has he done a lap yet? Yes. So there's a few out there.
There is. Look, it's 2 minutes of quali left to go. They've all found a nice spot to get going and get their times down. But look, who's across the line first? Steve Crosland, 1:45.2. Closely feeling a good time. Aztec race winner, 45.277. Getting closer to these 1:44s. So just noticing the bit of cloud cover actually has come over this time. Not full sun on the as it was in the previous session, but still optimum.
Yeah, the track temps and the ambience look very similar still, don't they, mate?
Yeah, if anything, I think the track temperature may have dropped a little.
Marginally, but
marginally. Damien Jones to the top on a 1:45.1, closely followed by Gunter Rowe. A B's piece between those two. Brad Robinson again. This guy, Brad, I think I'm a fan.
You're rating him,
I'm a fan, yeah. Steve-O, Glyn, Dewar in 7th there, Mckellar in 8th.
Now,
but that's provisional.
Now, just quietly, we did talk to Nick in post-race interview. What do you see him driving now?
A Ferrari.
He did,
yeah.
No, he did warn us. Let's see how he goes. Well, look, we saw John Rediger in a Ferrari, the sole Ferrari in race 1. Did really well.
Hey,
let's watch this. Watch this space, people.
I'll tell you right now, second person I've seen into the 1:44s, Jake Mckellar to the top on a 1:44.8. 3/10 clear of Damien and P2. Look, a lot of these guys have finished their one-lap flyer.
This is primo stuff. This is primo stuff.
Where is Josh? Where is that guy?
Okay. Here we go. We got Josh on screen.
He's just starting his flying lap now.
He is, and all eyes are on. So Steve Wilton out on track, a little bit ahead of Josh Rediger.
These two, you know, they've been around for a long time, and they're what they've done is they've let the field do what they need to do, and so they can get their head down and know that, you know, they're not going to come across anyone, and this is good race smarts, you know, from these guys, and
helps them know what to chase, though, isn't it? It gives them that carrot.
Normally, a guy that we see leaving it to the last minute, Mark Mudgway, he's typical to leave that to the end, and what do we call it? Trying to get some airtime, do you think? These guys at the end? And Josh has given this away. Steve
is carrying on. So Josh has obviously seen his numbers drop throughout the lap.
I would imagine to pull over like that, he has picked up a cut. And it's game over.
Yeah. So back in 23rd position for Josh.
Come on, Farmer.
Wilton now. Here he goes.
P2 front row.
Oh,
beautiful.
Row and Jeff Bird. One of those names I see at the back of the list, mate. Jake Mckellar, Steve Wilton, Damien Jones, Gunther Rowe, Aztec in 5th. I can't believe Aztec's back in 5th after race 1. Mudgy in 6th. Steve Crossland in 7th. Brad Robinson 8th. Steve Melling in 9th. Yeah, go Brad. 10th is Gleno Dewar. And who have we got from there? JB. Nick.
Okay, Nick Mckellar, P2 from last race, and the Ferrari car change there, P11, Ash Vedica, Porsche, Maxwell Hawkins, BMW in 13th, Pete Aspie in 14th, Kenny Simpson 15th, Enright in 16th, Craig Stoneley 17th, Carlo in 18th, Mike King 19th, Nick Davidson, bring it home, and 20th in the Lexus, Troy Wilson in the Porsche, bring it home. Followed closely by Brendan Rolfe and the NASCAR famous Bobby Laycock and 23 in the McLaren.
Famous Bobby Laycock.
Powell in 24. Here we go.
Josh Rediger.
Josh Rediger. Actually, why is it? Yes, Josh Rediger, and yes, 25th.
Yeah. So yeah, pulled up short. Didn't complete his lap, puts him back to the back of the pack. JB.
Ooh.
Wow.
We've got a different front row, but I'll tell you what.
Haven't we what?
Look at Jarts. Damien is, he's saying,
hey?
I want another crack at this.
Oh God, look, I reckon half that field wants another crack at it.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of minutes wait here as the boys just sort of trundle the cars out onto the grid. We've got to kick all those grid girls off and get things sorted out on the track.
Yes, and it's great to see these grid girls without their masks on for a change. So, and great to have all these spectators and fans back in the stands here.
Absolutely. And thank you all. And I think we got a few guys watching live tonight. We don't get a lot of guys watching live tonight on Twitch or so.
If you enjoyed that first race, share it around.
Yeah. So thanks for all the live viewers. We know these boys watch it back the next day or even straight after the race, which makes for a long night. I know you used to do that, didn't you?
I did. I couldn't help myself. It was fresh in your mind. I think, look, some of these guys, they'll be running VR. Some will be running triple screen. Some single screens. And I tell you, when you come off some of these races, if you know, your heart is going, the adrenaline is up, and you've been
racing first person, like you're saying, and then to sit back and watch it as a telecast is a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it does. It takes a lot to wind down. So
yeah. Here we go.
Know, what is the perfect time to wind down? Watch a replay.
Of course. Okay, 20 seconds to go. We will get some live pictures to you, our 5 live viewers, tonight in 10 seconds.
Yeah, so
Can't
look,
wait.
This will be a long formation lap. Again, they'll go through their cycles, making sure that they've got right tyres, choices down, unticking some boxes, for their pit stop. Because what happens is when they've got to complete these pit stops, which are compulsory here, there are certain things you need to uncheck to make sure that you're not sitting there to take on extra fuel that you don't need, or take on a set of tyres that have already been used. There's just little things, but this is the time to do that on this formation lap.
It is. As the boys just start to pull away for their formation lap, like you said, JB, look at that. We've got a fairly good turnout tonight. Like I said, we got over 30 sign-ups for the series. Not everybody can make this stuff. We got real world stuff going on, families and children and whatnot. But good turnout tonight.
Unfortunately, I'm just noticing Steve Milling in the Castrol-sponsored rims, just not getting off the grid there with the boys for whatever reason. His car has retired to the pits. I know he did make mention earlier in a press conference that there was some technical gremlins around the car, and he was quite happy to start off the back. So I wonder if some of these gremlins again have crept in.
Crept back in, yeah. No, unfortunate. So the grid has changed. We've got Mckellar, Steve Wilton, Damien Jones, Gunther Rowe, Aztec, Mudgy, Steve Crossland, Brad Robinson. Look, we'll get up in the heli. Let's have a look. Get back to about, second, third row.
Who are you picking? Davo?
I'd be watching Aztec, to be honest, in that Porsche at the moment. He made that perform. Damien Jones, another.
Yep. Now I'm actually noticing Farmer and Snakey. They had a coming together here on the final turn, didn't they? So
yes,
again,
they did.
The front row locked out from 2 guys that actually went backwards in that first race. So
for sure.
These 2 will be mindful of this as they grid up into position for this run to the green flag.
Absolutely. One other name I will mention is Mr. McIndoe.
Yep.
Who has changed to
clearly too much money if he's changed. He's got cars to pick from.
So he's just pulled the bloody other thing into the trailer and ripped out a Ferrari, and he's going to go for a rip in that. So watch that space as well. So look, we're going to get back up in the hell. We're on the third row. We're watching Aztec's car. Watch these guys. They're just forming up now. This is race 2, Shakedown, for Asrnz's 2022 GT3 season. It's all happening, people. The game's going to kick off next week. Me and JB, Davo and JB, we're racing tonight. This is race 2.
Here
we go. Look at this. Side by side, guys getting really good starts. Really tidy.
Noticing Damien really ranging up beside Farmer, but
Aztec
making a big run on the outside there, but having nowhere to go.
Aztec very wide and in behind Gunther Rowe now. Very tidy, as we saw in race 1. Oh, a little bit of a touch and a little bit of a wriggle from, I think it was Pete Apsey and somebody else down the back there. Very nice stuff. Go back up a little bit. Oh, bit of touch, bit of a bump and a grind.
Bumping and grinding.
It's
Look,
a
that
Kenny.
only 4 wide or 3 wide Kenny getting a big
Watch this into the hairpin.
These guys really muscling for position.
There it goes.
And
there it
unfortunately,
goes.
who have we got that's just around there?
Okay, let's try and pick up on that.
I think it's Enright. There's unfortunately come off the track there for whatever reason.
So yeah, a little bit of a touch-up from Enright, and I think it was Kenny Simpson. The boys bunched well up into the hairpin. Little bit of a touch-up, bit of a bump and grind, and that's what happened. We'll get back to. I think we are showing on my data anyway. Who are we showing in first position, JB?
We have Jake still holding out the lead from his qualifying position of P1.
In the left side.
Status quo with Steve Wilton in P2 and Jarks there. All maintaining a good gap. In fact, just cleared a little bit to Gunter there, but we do have Aztec really on the back of Gunter.
Yeah, good luck, Gunter.
So that's going to be one to watch for the rest of the race. I see a move there in the background from, who was that?
Brad Robertson, is it? Oh no, hang on. So yeah, just a lot of guys bunched real right here, Mudgy.
Just noticing Mudgeway with a car change also, a huge budget into a McLaren now. Previously was running the BMW.
With Dewar right behind him, Stonley still in the Mercedes, McIndoe in that Ferrari. We talked about that Ferrari. Change marks between races. So out of the BMW into a Ferrari. Maxwell Hawkins very close. Nick Davison also. So still, we are on the bloody second lap or something. It's like
I know.
It's so early. It's all happening. I can't even just begin to sort of unpack this whole race because there's only been a couple of laps of it. We still have these three top guys. Look at these guys. They're nailed together at the moment. So
they're just going to be settling into a bit of a rhythm here. Look, they've got that first lap under their belt, and there's a few sighs of relief there just to get through that, because it's high pressure stuff where the cars tend to be side by side, sometimes three wide.
And you've just got to deal with that, don't you? In those first couple of laps, you've really got to be able to manage that, and then just keep your focus.
That's right, Davo. And there'll be little glances down at, like, what's my tyre pressure? Did I get my fuel right? And then that old chestnut, don't get involved looking at your gauges too much, because it does distract you.
Easily done.
So it is what it is. You can't go and change your tyre pressure in the middle of a race. So yeah.
No, stop looking at the bloody thing. That's right. You'll know if it's shitty because the car will handle like crap, isn't it? Basically. So
that's right. Yeah.
So you'll know. You don't need to look at the numbers, mate. You'll already know that. Just see the camera guys focused on this battle. I think it's between Rowe, Aztec, and is that Crossy? It is Crossy in one of the Lexi.
Yeah, a few car changes late in the piece, and I guess there's Shakedown. Some guys with bigger budgets than others. As you see the pit window opening.
Who goes in early?
Yeah.
What's this?
Actually, just noticing nobody with drive-through this time. So
yeah, nice.
That's great to see that.
Okay, one in, two in. Okay, so we got Gunter and Damien Jones in very early.
Very early. Now we saw this is the opposite of what Mckellar did in race one. He stayed out long. He made good advantage of it. So
he did.
I think these guys, depending on where they come out, if they get into some clear area, they'll just get their head down and probably use each other as carrots to pull themselves along, and
of course,
and just hope that they come out somewhere up the front.
Yeah, and I just noticed that the camera guys just picking up on Nick Davison, battle Pete Apsey. Look at this. That's Josh Vediger actually just tucking up beside Davison in the Ferrari, so plenty of pressure for Davison.
Absolutely, and yeah, multiple champion Josh, and
Yep.
blisteringly quick in this Ferrari round here, and clearly starting right at the back. So we expect that he will charge his way through the field, but he'll enjoy this too. As we see him just making a
nice
pass there, just instantly done. I don't know if that was a step aside there.
Well, look, when you get a Ferrari that's actually got that far up beside you, what else do you do? Like, I mean, seriously, you got to give the guy give the guy some space. But like you said, once that thing's up to temperature, he'll be off, won't he? He'll be just like a very respectable driver too, mind you, Josh Rediger. So,
look, hey, I noticed Damien Jones and Gunter Rowe coming into the pits early. They were the first to come in.
They were.
Damien Jones with an absolute ripper of a stop, straight up.
Yeah. And just
but Gunter Rowe sat there for what
ages.
seemed like an eternity.
Have a look at the picture we're getting now. We have Aztec, we have Glenn Dewar, we have the Mercedes in, we've got another 2 Toyotas in. Everyone's rolling in now for a pit stop.
They are going so early.
Oh, look at this. It's Pete Apsey. It's Nick Davis. It's Mudgy. It's everyone.
And this is what we like to see.
Pit
stops create lead changes, position changes.
Don't they? We love it up here in the comms box.
And look at Aztec. He's right out. He's made a good stop there.
Yeah, awesome stuff. As the camera guys just jump back on McIndoe, actually, which is we talked about earlier in the race already about changing marks. He came from the BMW. He's in the Ferrari now. He's right on Mudgy's backside in a Ferrari. Mudgy changing marks as well. You mentioned
yes.
JB. So these 2 guys smashing it out. They're in 4th and 6th and 5th and 6th at the moment. But yeah, boys coming into the pits now. Surely these guys are thinking about coming in. Surely.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone's doing it early.
We talked about pit stops spicing things up and people making mistakes. I see the first mistake being made by Craig Stoney in the AMG Catfish. For whatever reason, he may have exploited a pit lane speed limit there. And he's got a stop go of 30. So unfortunate for Craig. Hard luck, bud, because looked like you're sitting in a good position there.
Yep, definitely. Look, Steve Wilton, Jake Mckellar, 1-2. What's the thought? We got Mudgy. We got McIndoe. Who's pitted? Who hasn't? None of these guys are pitted.
I think Steve Wilton, he needs to get out of this battle. I think Jake's actually holding him up, and unless he passes him, look, they are side by side.
Yeah, again, now down into the hairpin here.
So, and this is only slowing Farmer up. So
yeah, well, pretty well both
one of these guys have got to go in.
Yeah.
I'd say if Jake goes in, Farmer will stay out.
Yeah,
and vice
versa.
Will go in.
Yeah.
I expect that'll happen this lap.
Sure. Okay, and who is that just tucked in behind in another, looks like Castrol sponsored rim car? It's Steve Crosland in Alexa. So let's watch this. We'll just move up just quickly, people.
Yes, Crosby making good ground.
Okay, who goes in? We're going to come down to this little complex of corners here.
This piece of track being put in for safety, apparently. Huge accidents happened here. And look, as we predicted, there we go. Farmer dives in.
Crosland stays out as well.
This is crucial for Steve to get that car down to that 50k limit and hit that manual pit limiter, and now it's all up to hitting the jacks.
It is. Now, just
look, you can bunch of them firing it now too.
You can just quickly look at the board on screen on the stream at the moment and have a look at Kenny Simpson beside Kenny Simpson's name and Craig Stoney. We've got a stop-go 30 for Stoney.
Yep.
We have a drive-through for Kenny Simpson. This is what it... Oh, geez, Farmer was quick. on his
Wasn't
pit
he?
stop. He's in and out very quickly, so you can see quite
The thing is,
clearly this.
Where is he going to come out against Aztec? Aztec's the first of the stoppers. So there we go. We've got the Porsche of Aztec in the background, still coming down past the pits.
Oh, sorry, Farmer's in front.
Into turn one. So Farmer
Wow.
was always ahead of Aztec anyway. It's really down to where he
not,
comes out
not
against
by much,
Jake.
though. Not by much.
Oh
Well,
no,
Wilton,
we've seen Wilton with a stop go.
Go 30.
Oh, he's
Oh.
thrown it away.
Oh,
You said it was a quick stop.
Oh,
Maybe
it's a
too
hell,
quick.
hell of a scene, Farmer.
Oh, it's a hell of a scene, all right.
Come on, mate.
Oh, up your game.
What's going on? Okay, look, we're gonna have to
That's
just.
a gimme.
We're dropping you. Okay, we're gonna go somewhere else now. Just to go up and have a look what Jake's doing. Bloody hell.
Well, Jake's just. It's a gift to us. He can just stay out and carry on and doing what he's done because he's effectively like the leader of the race.
He hasn't pitted either, so we're gonna wait.
Well, unless he gets held, unless he gets held up by the car in front of him. Who's that? Mike. He's ranging up on lapping Mike King.
One of the McLarens there. And,
a new guy, and look, he's just holding the car wide by the looks, waving the blue flags there after the side of the
nice work
by the marshals there. So well done, Mike. Really risk driving there, bud.
Yep, good spatial
Presence.
awareness, and yeah, definitely good stuff. Good respect on track. So yeah, look, Jake Mckellar. Shit, who would have thunk it, mate? Like seriously,
Go Brad.
Who's in second now? Who's in second now?
Well, I can tell you
It's bloody Nick McIntyre. But it's Nick McIntyre now. In second.
Still to stop.
I understand.
It's McIntyre, but he's 10 seconds behind Jake. I'm looking at the first of the stoppers, and actually, who have we got? We've got Steve Crosland, and the data's changing before our eyes.
It is very quick. It's hard to.
We've got Aztec, Jones, and Brad. I think. I think we're going to see. Where's Aztec and Snakey going to come out?
Oh, look, I'm going to go. Oh, I'm going to click on. Who's pitted? Aztec's pitted.
Yes.
You tell me when. We'll click on Aztec. We're going to watch when Snake comes in. We're just going to see when Jake comes in.
Been keeping my eye on him, and he looks like every time he rounds that final corner, he's got no interest in coming in.
No, he's got another lap. So
he's actually got 10 minutes before he can decide to come in.
Yeah. So Aztec's already pitted, hasn't he? So he's not going to come in. I can't watch him.
Aztec's.
Josh Whittaker.
Aztec's pitted. Where
Josh is. In third. No pit stop.
Fastest lap of the race though, Josh on a 1:44.9. Again into the 1:44s.
Wow.
Next best dress I'd say would be Mckellar in the 1:45.1. Oh no, here we go. Farmer, he had done a 1:45 flat, so a great time. Crosby a 1:45.1.
Yeah, Crosby I thought was doing pretty quick too.
Great pace there. Glenn Dewar struggling a little bit in that Nissan 1:45.6.
Steve Rotman for his stop go, I just noticed as well. But yeah, time's close. Oh, JB, it's just crazy.
Yep, and look, we've had the luxury of beautiful weather here at the Catalina track here in Spain.
Haven't we what?
A beautiful place to visit, Barcelona. Look, the stands aren't quite as full as I'd expect, but look, hey, it is only a shakedown. They're still out there cheering. Get on that Twitch and share it around.
Yes, please do.
Drop us a like or a comment.
Sure.
We'll certainly reply to you.
For sure. So we see Farmer clear his stop go out of the pits. He's off again. I just noticed, I think it's Troy Wilson there. Let me scroll down. Yes, it is Troy Wilson with a stop-go as well in the Porsche. He's just rolling out now. Let's hope he hasn't sped in pit lane and continued that. No, he hasn't, so he's clear.
Yeah,
so
well done,
awesome
Troy.
work. Nice stuff, guys. This is a bit of a learning curve for these guys, some of this stuff, isn't it, JB, with the manual pit limiter? So
it is.
I'm sure we'll see a little bit of this throughout the season.
Look,
I expect.
Hey, look, it's exciting, and they'll start nailing this. So
Oh, you know. Yeah.
And this is what these shakedown rounds are for. They'll iron these little bugs out, and maybe even change cars. Who knows?
Who knows? Oh dear. Let's get up the pointy end. Let's go down the back. Let's have a look, actually. What is going on down the back here? Brendan and Rolf. Mudgy. It's on. These both have pitted. Both these guys. We have the Aston. Mudgy in the Alexi.
Mudgy in the McLaren, actually.
Okay, well, I don't know who I'm looking at. It's actually Mule. There you go.
Yes.
So a little bit of mix up with data again.
And they are nice and close together. That's a great battle that Mule and Brendan are having there. And
it is. Brendan's Aston looks a bit busted up in the front. Bonnet is up. But yeah, these guys going right at it for the last couple of laps. So nice stuff. We only have about 11.5 minutes or a little bit more to go. Yeah, so everybody's going to be thinking about, you know, like everybody that's done the pit stops are going to be just like aiming for that finishing lap.
See the two Ferraris of Mckellar and Vedeka staying out there. They're the last of the top guys to complete these stops, apart from so Bobby Laycock, who's in the pits.
He's in the pits, as well as Nick McIndoe, who's also in the pits.
Right, so this.
I think it was Nick.
No, it's not Nick. Still out on track.
Oh God, why?
They got a car. They got a car between them. McIndoe and Josh Vedeka. There's
so we've got
the car of Mike King.
Jake, Josh, no, and there's one in between them, isn't there?
That's right.
Yeah.
So once these pit stops play out, I'll tell you who the first of the pit stoppers are in the lead is Aztec in the number 11 Porsche, followed really closely on his heels, actually. How did we miss that? Damien Jones, again, these guys, status quo, they have raced hard and fast, and there's not much between them, and they are looking towards a podium, depending on how Jake, Nick and Josh roll out after this first set of stops. Behind Jark, so we have Glyn making good ground, but under a bit of pressure from the old man, Brad Robinson. So
definitely. And plenty of pressure, actually. So glad he's probably not used to that.
Yeah, look, that Nissan or Datsun, whatever you want to call it, has been a handful. We know Leno's a great steerer, so yeah, good on him. He's having a good crack in that car, and tough night though. Rounding out that top 10, Mudgeway in 8th, Maxwell Hawkins in 9th, and who have we got? Steve Crosland
in 10th position, yes, with less than 10 minutes to go. Crossy in the Toyota, I noticed that in the taxi, so he's going for the soft option for race 2 tonight.
He has.
He's gone the Camry.
Dave, I just want to make a small mention here to Steve-O. who was running those Castrol-sponsored green rims. Look, we know he had issues at the start of that race. Decided to start from the back, miles behind the field.
Yep,
He let them all
yep.
start. He has worked his way back to 12th from
Awesome.
dead last.
Awesome work. As we just see Jake Mckellar roll into the pit. Now in one of the Toyota. Nick Macaday's still out in the Ferrari. So the second last driver to pit.
Crucial stop here for Jake.
So nice stop on the blocks by the looks of it. Actually, because the camera will just hold here for a little bit. We might look out of the back of his car. Who would he expect in his mirrors as he drops out of here?
It's going to have
Can
to
you
be
work it out? Surely
it's going to be
Aztec.
Aztec, and here we come. Here they come down the start finish. Aztec,
And there is Aztec, and there is
gas
Aztec.
has evaporated, and look at this is your.
This is exactly what we're looking for.
Yep. Jake will breathe a bit of a sigh of relief there to actually know that he hasn't come out directly
Nice work.
with the other car. However, his tyres may have cooled a little, but they'll come back up to temp pretty quick.
Nice work actually from Jake there. That little bit of look, he's got plenty of car lengths on Aztec. He will need that, and that will be a sigh of relief getting out. Nice gap, and just giving him that time, isn't it, JB? Just to settle in, get the temps up, get the pressures right, and just start focusing on the road in front of you rather than the guy behind you. Nice work. McIndoe needs to pit. Where
He
is
does.
he? He is coming through the final complex.
He's
corners
going to
now.
have to because he's going to run out of time. There's only 2 minutes until
He
that pit
runs
window.
across again. He's going to run another lap.
This is
He's
his last
winding it down.
opportunity. So he did this in the last race, didn't he? He took it as far as it would go. So where's he going to pop out?
Interesting stuff, isn't it?
The overcut.
mate.
I love it.
And like to the max. It's not
To
even
the
just
max,
like
yeah.
not even just the overcut. Like I'll just wait till everybody else goes in. But like fuck, I'm gonna go right to the end, to the second, and yeah, let's watch this stuff. We're gonna actually follow Nick through this lap because it's critical that these guys get these really good clean laps, isn't it? They need the good clean in laps. They need the good clean out laps, don't they, to make this stuff work?
Hey, what do you reckon, Dave? Should we go on board and watch how he how he attacks this pit entry, just to show our viewers exactly what these guys are going to deal with as they come in.
In car here now.
He's still probably got another half the track to go until he's going to come down, but it's a good opportunity to actually see what these guys are dealing with.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, soaring at the wheel we see with the Ferrari, like everybody's got their own style. I like to soar around a little bit of a rally driver. Look at him. Nice, smooth exit there. He's got to get this stuff nailed down. He'll be thinking about that pit stop. This is it. He's got to come in.
There, he's really
gone deep.
He's gone really deep. Plenty waves there. Here he comes.
Here we go.
Oh, he's really sideways up in the pit entry here, and can he get it stopped?
And deep. Super late on the stop.
Super late. Did he get it stopped?
Oh, we don't know until he comes out, do we? Okay, let's
the pit
watch
window
this.
is closed just in time as he crosses
How
the line.
close
Oh
was
my
that? That
goodness.
is like seconds. Freaking hell, man. That is
The second thing he's got to do is now stop on the jacks too. So let's see how this all unfolds.
JB, it doesn't get much time. That is championship winning stuff, I'll tell you.
Look,
Here we
Nick's
go.
a-
He's
Nick's a
out.
hardcore
He's out.
racer. He
Okay,
loves this
we
stuff.
gotta
Now,
get
let's-
we got to get out of the
him
back of
out.
this car. Let's have a look.
There goes Aztec. There goes Jarks.
All pass.
Here comes Josh. Josh is going to wrap him up too.
Okay, there you go.
So he's going to slot
So we
back
knew he
into
was back a little bit.
fifth, I would imagine. But
So Aztec.
wow.
Wow. So Jake Mckellar leading the race. Aztec in second. We've got like 4 minutes to go, viewers. This has been mad. Like for a shakedown, these guys aren't mucking around. What do you reckon, JB?
Well, I reckon I got it wrong when I said that we're going to have 3 different guys up in the podium spot. Unless there's any mistakes in the last 3 minutes, we're going to be talking to Aztec and Damien again. So
same kind of thing.
However, Aztec's going to be the bridesmaid this time. So
Yeah.
look,
So look at Brad Robertson, Mudgee, side by side. McLaren's got 7 and 8th. Nice battle.
yeah, tight
Alright.
stuff. Yeah, they're all grouped up.
Warren and Mule. Wilton just pushing up into that little bit of a battle that's going on from, like, these two guys probably just consummate back markers and mid packers, and there's Wilton just smashing the times out, trying to get up behind them.
And that's it.
They're going to be under pressure straight away. And here
Absolutely.
we go. Mule down the inside.
And Farmer getting in there.
Follows through nicely. Nice work, actually, from Warren. Good spatial awareness from Warren, actually. New to the community, new to the track with Asrnz. So really good to watch what was going on behind him there. Got to pop up the front. We've got Jake Mckellar, first position. Oh, mate, JB, how good is this?
Oh, it's good. And as you mentioned, the new guys, you know, this is albeit a shakedown. The gloves are off. Everyone's trying to put their best foot forward. And some of these new guys are going to go, whew!
What the hell was
what
that?
What did I sign up for?
Yeah, I thought this was a practice round.
And so soon everyone will know who's who. And look,
very quickly,
that's it.
by the sounds of it. Yeah, no, awesome stuff. Awesome. Joe Mckellar coming around. Look, these guys are going to do another lap. But Aztec chasing him. There's no way. You got like about a minute and a half to go. They're easily going to do another lap.
Yeah, and just
Damien
noticing Aztec's just popped in his best time, not in the last lap, but his best time of 1:44.7.
He's
So Aztec is actually
fastest lap.
carrying amazing pace in that Porsche.
Yeah.
And
hey, just at a quick,
wow.
just
He's half a second quicker than Jake on the last
fun
lap.
fact, people. This guy does not like Porsches. This is the first time he's ever driven a Porsche. Apparently, he tells us. But
He tells us, that's right.
my God, look at him smash this stuff out. No doubt about him. Awesome stuff. Down into the turn 1. Surely this is the final lap. It's only 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, they will run this to the checkers here.
Yeah.
I think how we see it is what we're going to expect at the line. I'm looking at the gaps back to my man Brad. He is involved in the heated up battle there on the back of Tua. No, that's going to run to the flag. That battle, one to watch.
Yeah, no. And two, like, how different are these cars, JB? It's like the mid-engine McLaren. Oh, and the rear-engine mega R35. But yeah, a little bit of a touch-up there from Brad on Gleno. Gleno just carries it. Nice work. It's coming down to the wire. Here we go. The boys are just shuffling through, going through the motions. Final complex of corners. Jake Mckellar done a fantastic job.
He put it on pole. He's kept his heels clean this time. He's driven a clean race. So
mate, these are hard championships to win, aren't they, JB? You know, like you got to start early. You got to start here, don't you?
You do. I guess this is all about, you know, putting your foot down and showing, you know, what you've got.
For sure. Look,
now you've got a target on your back, I'd like to say. So,
okay.
But look, hey, certain cars do better than others at the track.
For sure.
Look,
Aztec in second.
Damien Jones in third.
Yes.
Josh Vediger fourth.
Oh, Josh Vediger. Good
Mick and
comeback.
Doe fifth. Lindua crosses the line, Mudgeway in seventh. Steve Brad Robinson.
Brad
Well
Robinson.
done, Brad. There you go. Crosby behind Maxwell there. Pete finishing in 11th. Belling, what a great drive from last. Those rims
Well
really
done.
providing speed. Ashley, you didn't get Pete that time. Gunter pays the price for a slow stop. Davidson, change of car there to the Lexi Mule and Farmer right down to the wire here.
Oh,
the
look
lights
at
are
it, look at it,
flashing.
lights go. And these guys race on the dirt rally too, so these guys...
Well done, Warren, completing your race there. Welcome to Asrnz, but
Yeah, welcome.
Brendan
In
taking
the Jag. Oh, the Aston.
in the Aston with the famous Bobby Laycock.
Bobby Laycock. Bringing
Mike
up.
King, another new member there with Kenny Simpson in the Datto. Troy Wilson, he's at home, parked up in the Porsche. So the rest of the guys have either parked up early, and that's
work.
That's it.
That's it.
Woo,
That
what a shakedown.
that is Shakedown at Barcelona. This is 2022. It's Asrnz. It's GT3s. It's all happening. And man, what a cracking couple of races already, mate. That's the practice stuff. I can't believe it. This is going to be a great season. Let's drag somebody down here. Where do we get down here?
We've got to bring Jarks back in. I mean,
Definitely.
He's made it to the to the podium again. So yeah, well done, Jarks. Here we go.
User was moved to your channel.
Jarks.
Hey.
There you go.
That was a fluke.
I don't know about that, mate. You were here last time, so Shakedown's been kind. Yeah, talk us through that race.
Pretty much a repeat of race 1, I think.
Yep.
Same issue with pit stops, so...
They're not quite nailing the stop again.
Yeah, so lost 2 seconds there, and that's how Aztec jumped me.
Yep.
And yeah, I was sweating balls, so it's...
Well, look, hey, it must give you a bit of confidence then.
It's
If, you lost 2 seconds in the pit stop, and so there's what I'm hearing is there's a bit more in the tank there. So
because you can lose 2 seconds in the pit stop and still get podium position.
Yeah. We'll just call a championship there and call it good.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd love to do that, but it's not how we roll. Okay.
That's good. Can't wait. It'll be good fun.
Okay, and so how you rolling for your championship? Do you think you'll make most of the rounds this year? I know you will work commitments,
No, I'll only make about 50% of them. So
yeah, cool. Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's a real shame to hear. But hey, look, when we see you on the track, we know we're going to get good racing. So go for podiums, go for the win.
For sure, and we'll be looking for that purple bloody Bentley every time.
Yeah, you like it? I like it.
Yeah, it's that
purple
right.
eater.
Yeah, nice stuff.
That's it.
Okay, Damien. Cheers, brother.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Okay, mate. Bye. Okay.
User was
Who
moved out
have
of your
we
channel.
next, my friend?
The bridesmaid.
The bridesmaid.
Yes.
Go on, drag him. He'll go. He'll run away otherwise. Get him. Get him before he goes.
He got one. This time he got back in here again. So on debut, the Porsche.
How's the Porsche, eh?
How are you feeling now? You were rooted last time we talked to you. You must be absolutely screwed now.
I haven't raced anything for months, and I'm feeling it. Everything. My knees are hurting, my ankles hurting,
Everything.
wrists
Everything.
hurting.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got shares in bloody Voltaren.
Yeah. And you do. There's a lot of work in the Porsche.
Yep.
You're on it all the time.
There's had a couple of real scary moments, but
Yeah.
You got to just really change your driving. It's crazy. Trying to be
Good.
really smooth and not so much rough on the steering wheel, but
Oh, look, a challenge is okay. It's good to have.
And noting there, you produced the fastest lap of the time.
Yeah,
I've got the
surprised.
lap 1:44.7, which is an outstanding time, Asic.
Yeah, surprised. So that's right. I think that's where I made my mistake. I saw the little blue, purple thing on the dash.
Yeah,
Don't,
well,
don't
great.
look down when you're
It's
racing.
distracting. Don't
Yeah.
stop. Don't look at the dash.
Don't look at the dash. No.
I was front.
Yeah, but congratulations to you, Aztec. That's 2 podiums tonight on the Shakedown.
Yes.
Looking strong in the Porsche. Wishing you the best of luck for the season ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, cheers.
Make as many rounds as you can, my friend.
Try. I will try.
Okay.
Actually, I really don't want to do the endurance.
That's okay. I'll do them for you. No, hang on.
Yeah. Okay, we'll swap. We'll drive the Porsche.
And you got to get the comms box.
Excellent.
No, good stuff. Okay, talk soon. Next
Okay,
next week. Are you making it next week?
I'll try.
Awesome. Okay.
Got to make the first one.
We want to see that.
Yeah,
we want to see that
Hungary.
hashtag forward. Awesome.
All
mate.
right.
All right, cool.
Well done.
Take care.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
User was moved out of your channel.
Okay, number 1.
User
Unbelievable.
was moved to
Who
your
is this guy?
Who
What's
is this
going
guy?
on?
We could introduce him as the Snake, Snakey, the Jakey.
Hey,
Congratulations, P1.
Mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't easy. As you know, one of those
Well, it
tracks.
shouldn't be either. That's good. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, true. Particularly this one. The last sector, it's always tough to get through, eh? It's
Yeah.
Well,
especially at the front.
Well, you did a great job in quality there, an outstanding time to put yourself in P1, the best possible place to be. You got a good start and led
Yes.
the first lap, which is always a good sign there. So, yeah, tell us about your pit stop.
Nothing flash about that. Just a splash and a dash and see you later.
Yeah, well, you got it right because plenty of other people didn't. So,
a lot of people.
yeah, did you feel pressure, a bit of pressure on getting that pit stop done at that late phase, where you might come out in the race?
Oh, yes and no, because I knew the boys that went in early I knew they'd probably come out in traffic, so I kept myself clean and in the open for as long as I could.
Yeah.
Then I just I didn't go too hard out into the pit, but
Yeah.
it worked.
And so,
Yeah, well-
what's the group TS like too? When guys are stuffing up their pit stops, is it vocal? It's like people talking about it.
yes,
Because we're up here, we don't hear about it. So is it vocal?
Yeah, there's a bit of
It's a bit of
bit
chatter.
F-bombs coming up.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we did notice as well that you had a farmer hot on your heels there at the early stages there. He did the right thing to try and clear you by going into the pits early. Unfortunately, it looked like he might have exceeded the speed limit there, which gave you probably a bit of a sigh of relief because we would have expected you two to go hard to the finish.
Yes, I saw that pretty quickly. His number come up. Oh man, I was there, had a bit of a smile on my face. But yeah, I knew he'd go hard at the start and keep up as fast as he could. And then I knew I'd be slowing him down a little bit. So when I see him go into the pit, I thought, yep, sweet, stay up for a while.
Yeah, just go. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep my head down and try and keep it clean.
Yeah, nice work, man. We were watching.
We were, and you know you've got a target on your back now. Anyone that takes that top spot, there's a big bullseye on you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Go. So just
I've got a few
just
target
think-
on people's backs too.
just think about that as you go into round 1. You know, like next week. So yeah, awesome stuff,
yeah.
man.
Hey, look, perhaps should we give away some of these beers that we're
Oh,
here?
look, definitely.
I mean, I don't think we've given away any yet.
No.
Would you like a beer, Jake?
Mate, give me the whole lot. I think I need a bath or something.
Take some back.
Take it back, yeah.
Oh, cheers.
All right. Hey, congratulations
Awesome
on your
stuff.
win. Good start to your shakedown, and all the best with round 1 starting next week.
Next week.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome, guys. Thanks for that. I'll be looking forward to watching the stream for sure.
Yeah, cool. Well, you're on our radar now. So we're watching. Okay.
Me and Alexi.
You and Alexi. Okay, take care. Awesome stuff.
Cheers, guys. Good stuff.
Tonight.
User was moved out of your channel.
Well, there you go.
Woo! How about that? Well, he only took half the box, so we might as well finish this.
Amazing. Yeah, well, that goes without saying. Hang on.
User was moved out of your channel.
Someone's trying to get through that door.
I know, there was a guy knocking on the door. We've changed the locks. We'll let him in
Well,
a
we
sec.
get the window lickers every now and then. But, no, all good stuff. JB, awesome night tonight. Just really enjoyed calling the Shakedown. This is the start of awesome season to come. So, yeah, really enjoyed it. Yourself, my friend?
I know. Look, great turnout. You know, how many punters turned up today? 25. Well, I think we've got 34 signed up. Some people may not have been able to make it for whatever reasons. But yes. 10 weeks of this to come, Davo.
Yes.
Enduros, 1 hour, 30-minute sprint races, times 2.
All sorts of stuff.
Car changes.
Yes.
Driver contracts. Who's teaming with who?
Look.
Wow.
And it's all going to start next week.
That's right.
Hungarian next week.
Yep. So looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Look forward to calling it again with you in the box next week, JB. We're going to call it a night. That was fantastic. Thanks everybody for joining us on Twitch, and catch up on YouTube later if you wish. Thanks, JB. I'm out.
My pleasure, Davo. Thank you, viewers.
We're going to say goodnight right there. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.